Hi, and welcome back to Cafe Blanche Studios. I'm Blanche, and although it's a little late, we are revisiting spooky season. That's okay because Halloween is a year-long holiday. My inspiration today is from the movie/musical Little Shop of Horrors, a story of down-on-their-luck people finding fortune from a plant from outer space.
Just because you put a strange and interesting plant in the window, people don't suddenly...
Excuse me, I couldn't help noticing that strange and interesting plant. What is it?
It's an Audrey II.
I've never seen anything like it before.
No one has.
Where did you get it?
It got very dark, and there was this strange humming sound, like something from another world. That's what you had in mind all along, isn't it?
No shit, Sherlock. Get up from the back!
Don't feel sad, Seymour.
Don't waste your pity on me, Audrey. I'm not worth it.
Who says you're not?
But I gotta keep a little blood for myself or I'll be in worse shape than Mom.
All right, Seymour.
Oh, stay away from me. Seymour, you're trying to kill me.
A duel! Aha! Mr. Crawboy, how do you explain this?
I didn't mean it.
I've been wanting to make an Audrey II for a long time, but let's ditch the flower pot and go for the pumpkin. You might think I'm cheating using a foam pumpkin, but it lasts forever, and the best part is, I could clean up in seconds. I can't help myself, so I'm going to use my go-to Golden GAC 100, so that I can brush on a clear, thin, non-sticky protectant on my pumpkin. Don't you dare suggest Mod Podge. I really want to make sure my pumpkin is sturdy and not top heavy, so I took a wooden dowel, marked where I wanted it to be, and put a hole so I could glue it in place. Then I made a cross brace of some recycled paper towel tubes to keep it level. To make a base for the head, I wanted to keep it light and hollow, so I used an old trick of blowing up a balloon as a placeholder for a perfect round head, and then paper mache brown tissue paper over it using flour, water, and salt. Then, as Nerdy Crafter would say, I used a sharp pointy thing to pop the balloon. I cut a hole in the paper mache head so I could slide it on the dowel. Then I taped it in place so I could hot glue it. Time to give him a smile. Then, a little more GAC and some rocks to weigh down the base. I was still trying to keep my sculpture lightweight and relatively inexpensive, so I used some DOS air dry clay. That way I could put a whole base layer on its face and mouth.
I'm counting on you.
I know.
You do?
I do.
So fix. Good night.
I laid the clay on a little too thick, so I literally had to skewer my plant to make sure the mouth didn't droop. Then I got to work on the leaves and stem tentacles by twisting some wire around until I got the desired shape.
I'll give you a few drops.
To make the stem tentacles, I got a little messy and used some Elmer's glue along with some recycled Amazon packaging paper. I twisted it around in my hands with the glue. It got very sticky, but it worked for the texture I was looking for. To cover the leaves, I used the same tissue paper I used to make the head and glued it in 2 layers so that when it dried, I had a silky weathered leaf. And then more gack. I carefully hot glued the leaves to the wire sculpture. So it was time to glove up and get ready to add the teeth.
I'm your dentist, and I enjoy the career that I picked.
For the finer details, I used epoxy sculpt. It comes in 2 parts, and when you mix it together, it dries rock solid. To make my plant look more dangerous, I used some hot glue on the edges. I put dots of it and then pulled on it so that it would create spikes. Then, I roughly cut some smaller leaves to add to the tentacles. And then for the dirt, I wanted to add a wool texture to give it a more lifelike look.
What do you want from me, blood? Ow!
I ended up using Elmer's glue and GAC instead. I fixed the spikes a little bit and then added a few more touch-ups before the home stretch. I used some flocking powder and some clear Elmer's glue to add some moss and dirt in different areas. I used glossy varnish on what I wanted to look wet and matte varnish on what I wanted to look dry.
You in trouble now!
Please enjoy this satisfying footage of me using golden tar gel and Elmer's glue to make drool. And here's my completed Audrey II, or Tui as they are affectionately called. Please leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. A lot of production goes into making these videos, and I'm working very hard to not only make more videos for you, but get my co-producer back in the next one. So like, subscribe, do all the things, hit the bell, keep an eye out for the next video. Please share with a friend. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great holiday, and until next time, stay creative.
Well, that's an unusual story and a fascinating plant.
Seymour!